Yo, what's going on, champions? It's Marquise, Money Mike Williams, checking in from my home office down here in Atlanta, Georgia. We're back home for a while, and I wanted to hit you with another episode of I Am a Champion. Man, it's been a phenomenal week this past week. A lot of great things are going on. You know, man, the success principles are really paying off. And I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of different Twitter posts and a lot of Facebook posts of people talking to me about following the principles and doing the things that I teach, but they're not getting the goals that they wanted to accomplish. Things are not happening for them, either not fast enough or not at all. And as we begin to communicate and we dig into it a little bit more, I'm starting to find out that people are starting to go into their situations with baggage. They're starting to focus too much and really live in the past. At the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. They're living in the past. So today I want to talk to you about living in the past, because if you live in the past, you won't have a future. If you live in the past, you won't have a future. Have you ever tried to run down the street looking behind you? I mean, you end up running into something, right? There's no way that you can know where you're going if you're looking the other way. So today I want to give you 3 principles. I want to talk to you about 3 things that will help you forget about the past and move forward into a brighter future that you want to accomplish your goals and dreams in. So the first thing you got to do is really important that you forget about the past. You have to forgive yourself about the past. Whatever it is that happened in the past, maybe you failed in a relationship. Maybe you hurt somebody's feelings. Maybe if you're an athlete, you dropped the game-winning pass or missed the game-winning shot. Maybe you did something wrong at your job that cost a big deal to not go through. Or maybe you did something that caused you yourself to miss out on an opportunity. You got to forget about that, because no matter how much you think about it, no matter how much you contemplate and focus on it, if you continue to think about it, you're going to miss out on your opportunities in the future. If you don't forgive yourself, then you're going to miss out. There might be somebody else. I used to have an issue where I had an issue with unforgiveness with my father. My father, we're a lot alike. We bump heads on a lot of things. But what I realized, and what my pastor told me one day in church, he said, when you have unforgiveness for somebody or something else, that holds you in bondage, because the person or the thing that you're not forgiving, they're going about their life. They're not even thinking about you and the fact that you're not forgiving them. So you want to let yourself out of bondage. You want to let the handcuffs off of yourself and forgive whatever it is that happened in the past, so that you can move forward with your life and do the things that you want to do in the future. The second thing you got to do, you got to get your Janet Jackson on. You got to look in the mirror and you got to ask yourself, what have you done for me lately? That's right, what have you done for me lately? A lot of you looking at this video, you feel like you're the man or the woman. If you're an athlete, you might have went through, junior high school and high school, being able to beat out and crush everybody else. You might have been a whiz kid in school and be able to coast through, classes and not really worry about work ethic and studying. You might have been the man at your job, whatever the case may be. And what you have to do is you have to ask yourself, what have you done for me lately? That's right, because I'll tell you the truth. When I got to Morehouse College, I coasted through South High, you guys. I didn't have to study. I didn't have any type of work ethic. I'd go to class, do the work, and then after I got out of class, I didn't even think about school. When I got to college, man, I was just a number. I was just an average person. There's people who are way smarter than me. It's like they were really the man and the woman. It's like, it was crazy. But you have to look at yourself. It don't matter how good you were in sports coming up. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. And it also doesn't matter what you didn't do in the past. Don't look at your failures. You have to forgive yourself for those failures as well as those successes. Because if you don't forgive yourself and if you don't think about the future, then you're going to continue to be stuck. I'll be completely honest with you. Even the company I'm in right now, I'm a founding member. I was the man in this company. If anything needed to be done, they came to Money Mike. Well, after a while, I got comfortable. And other people started coming up the ranks. Other people started looking at what I did, listening to the teaching, following it, and building upon it to get it better. And it got to a point where I wasn't the man anymore. I wasn't the man anymore. And I had to look in the mirror and say, what have you done for me lately? And made the decision to follow the third principle. You got to accept the challenge. You got to make the decision. Are you going to continue to live in the past and just be mediocre and think about the fact that you were great, the fact that you were the man or the woman, the fact that you did have the ability to do it before? Or are you going to accept the challenge and you say, you know what? I want to reach my goals and dreams. I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to find a way to make it happen. Because that's what successful people do. They find a way. But if you're continuing to have a woe is me attitude, if you're continuing to think about things good and bad that happened in the past and you're just staying stagnant, there's no way that you're going to look and build upon the future. You know why? Because whether you're looking back at the good or looking back at the bad, you're still looking back. So there's no way that you can see all the greatness, the present that the future holds for you, you guys. So understand, get out the past. Do not live in the past, because if you live in the past, you have no future. And if you have no future, there's no way that anything that I say, anybody else says, any other teachings, there's nothing that they can do for you, because you're not looking at a way. There's no way that you can build upon those teachings and actually implement them. Because if you're not implementing them, then knowledge, they say knowledge is power, but it's actually applied knowledge that's power. But if you're not looking forward, you can't apply the knowledge. So this is Marquise, Money Mike Williams, telling you you're the best investment that you got. You were born to win. So play to win right now. Look forward and play to win right now, because you're already a champion. I'm going to see you next week.